Let's talk about biotech.
Yeah.
So very important news came out today that there's an Alzheimer's. It's not a drug where it completely cures it, but it slows down the progress of Alzheimer's. Still, like, a long way to go, but it's the first drug that has gotten approved for Alzheimer's in
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very, very. If anybody's ever been affected with that, I had grandfather and grandmother that both suffered from that. So that's a very that's a tough one. So that's good news. Hopefully, that's something that can help people, because if you ever seen somebody that suffers with that, it's a very tolling.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to deal with. So hopefully, from a medical standpoint, from a humanitarian standpoint, hopefully they do actually make some improvements with that, because that's something that there really has been no improvements made since, forever. But also from the investment side of things, biotech is something that we've talked about on this show several different times. IBB talked about that
XBI
6 months ago. Yeah. ARKG.
Yep. BNGO.
Yeah. So IBB was up $5 today. So biotech, regardless of anything, I mean, we don't buy stocks, we don't buy investments just based off of news. That's not something that we are into, because we're more solid investors long term. We want to really teach fundamentals. But this is just like good news on the biotech field. But I say that to say biotech, in my opinion, is something that is only going to go up in the next 10 years, not only because of Corona, not only because of this. It's something that, if you really study the space, it makes complete sense. And we talk about technology so much. So the combination of technology and medicine, which is biotech, it's kind of a no-brainer that this is a space that will see substantial growth, I think, in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. And this is why we always say do your research. So probably around 6:30 this morning, I had read the article that this was going to happen. Biogen was going to make this announcement. And so when the market opened at 9:30, the stock was trading, I'm looking at it now, was trading at $280. By 11 o'clock, right? By 1 o'clock, actually, the stock had jumped up to $458. So that's when we talk about do your research. You wake up, you hear that news, not that you're going to invest on the news, but if you believe in biotech, if you were in that investment, something positive is happening. This is a game changer for the biotechnical field. This could obviously be a home run as far as an investment. And I think it was up 57% at its high today.
Yeah.
And so we watched all those positions that we had. We watched the ARKG go up today. We watched IBB go up today. We watched BNGO go up today on the news of something that is sort of related because it's the same field, but not directly. So that's how it is, man. And that's why we say do your research, because your research can turn into an amazing investment play for you.
Yeah. And if you look at the healthcare space, it's been up overall. I mean, Moderna shot up a lot last week. That was a sign that you can look. But IBB, XBI, you can index or ETF your way into that if you guys are unsure, and then just hold for the long period of time. Like as we get older, we live longer. Genetics and biotech is going to be so important, probably 3 times as more important over the next 20 years. And even if you're looking at IBB right now, I mean, they've only had, the last time they had a bad quarter, was in 2018. I mean, and then XBI has only had 8 bad quarters since 2010. I mean, it's a safe area. And the recessions, look at tech, pharma, biotech, and then you'll be safe. You'll be safe.